such an asshole!
A frigid ho 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 from Asshole Consulting, where if I was Santa, all the little socialist pieces of shit millennial kids would get jobs for Christmas, and that'd be worse than them all getting syphilis and AIDS and herpes. They would rather have all three of those diseases than actually get a job. Dearest Cappy, that's me. I know you aren't too fond of reading books, which I'm not, so I apologize in advance for the novel. I have 2 questions for you below. We'll do one first, and we'll do another one. I'm a 39-year-old male, white male. I don't know why you guys tell me the race thing. I really don't. I'm a black male. I'm a Hispanic female. You know? I mean, unless the question was about race, which this is not. I hold a license as a professional land surveyor, similar to an architect or engineering license here in Colorado. This affords me a very comfortable income potential and has treated me very well over the years. I've been operating a small company in this town. It's a smaller one, so I'm not going to mention, for over a decade. Only taking on enough work to provide for myself comfortably. I always work alone because I can't stand stupid people. I have an IQ of 158. Wow. That is off the charts, dude. This situation has allowed me to pursue my interest in building, creating art, music, philosophy, photography, automobiles, etc. A little over 1 year ago, I sold my house and liquidated most of my possessions to further pursue a life of minimalism and the more satisfying things in life. I now have no debt whatsoever. I live in my Class B camper van and travel the mountain and desert states of the southwestern United States. Fucking H. Christ, you are asking me questions. Why? What? Even I'm not there. I got the old ball and chain keeping me here. Did I tell you it's minus fucking 17 outside? Hang on. Did I tell my client it's minus 17 right now? She's nodding. She says yes. And where are we going? 2 years? Not here? South. Yes. Okay. My imaginary girlfriend. I have 50 grand in the bank and I am holding on to for savings. I have a few grand in cash always on hand, as well as about 10,000 in various precious metals physically saved. Okay, that's good. You got enough in precious metals. Last year, I only needed to work 28 days to realize an income of 24,000, which is plenty of cash to live like a king in a camper van. I know I could work more often and really make a shit ton of money given my assets and skills. I just do not have much desire to slave away at something I do not very much enjoy, just for a financial reward. On the other hand, I know I could really set up a nice nest egg for retirement and more easily than most people could. Question, if you were in my situation, what would you do with your future workload, backlog, and 50,000 in savings? All right, dude, you're a little younger than me, and here's what concerns me the most, is what if I get impaired physically? Now, if I get impaired mentally, like I have it in my living will, there's a bullet put in my head, or I'm flown out to Amsterdam, and I'm killed. But if I'm still about my wits, but I break my arm, I break my legs, I get paralyzed, something like that, that's the one thing that concerns me. In other words, that you can't work anymore. You know, what if I lose my hearing? What if I can't speak anymore? We take these things for granted, and you got a lot of people, I'll just work till I'm dead. You know, it's like, no. A lot of times, especially I love these baby boomers, they do, just guess I'll work till I'm dead. It's like, no, not only were you ignorant about finances and not saving up money, and not only were you ignorant about marriage and divorce in the 70s, and not only were you ignorant about pretty much everything in your life, the baby boomers continue to be ignorant about what old age is like. Don't be a baby boomer fuck, okay? I would, while the iron is hot, dude, I'd be making as much money as you can. I know I advocate minimalism, but that's assuming you're the average schmo like me, and you're not going to have the opportunity to bring in. What can you bring in? 100,000? You can make a lot. So you work 28 days, 1 month, and you made a quarter of 25,000. If I was, I don't have the math, but that's over 6 figures easy. That's almost 4. That's what, 3 6 figures? 4 6 figures. 3 6 figures. You know, not with tax. I would make your money. You don't have to go, you don't have to bust your balls off, but you could still work half-time, which is minimalist for most people. And then I buy some property in the United States that you could either rent out. I'd be looking, nicer parts of Denver maybe, but if you want to avoid the leftists, I'd be going to Grand Junction. I'd be going Durango, maybe go get some rental property down Pueblo and where's the Air Force Base? well, there's Fort Collins up north, that corridor. Heck, buy some property in Cheyenne, Wyoming, where the only decent-looking people in Wyoming live. There's places that are very conservative, where property values will tend to at least be stable. They won't be taxed away with property taxes. And you should be able to work up your money, buy them for cash, rent them out, and then you have an annuity that pays fixed income every year. All right, so that if you weren't able to do your land surveying down the road, all of a sudden you're 60, you get in a car accident, you can't walk on your legs no more, and you can't do no more land surveying. Thank God you got those 3 fucking properties that are preventing you from living the life of what they do over in North Philly. And even if you're broken, paralyzed legs, you still be able to clean up the place, make it look better than that shithole of North Philly. So I hate North Philly. It's dirty. It has nothing to do with poverty. No one cleans up their fucking shit. It's like the entire state of New Mexico. What is it? Colorado Springs, that's what it was. So what I would be doing is I'd start working up some cash. I'd start paying, buying some rental properties that you could, do some research. It's a whole other video about, what type of rental property. Maybe buy land that you could lease to farmers, somewhere you get that rental income coming in. The other thing I would do is, you could work a year, more like 2 or 3. You'd have to work 3 years to pay for like 2 or 3 properties just cash outright. To generate different sorts of income. The other thing I would do is this is what I'm going to be working on next, is buying property outside the United States. So at least you're not homeless in case the socialists left. And here's where your white male ship comes in. Oh yeah, by the time you're retired, whites will be less than 50% of the population. There will still be the largest percent of the population, but I'm almost guaranteeing you, based on how minorities vote left all the time, they will vote, and how they're indoctrinating the youth. Keep this in mind. How many more kids are coming through the college? 2 generations since now? They're going to be brainwashed to hate white males, which they are, not that they're to at least blame them. And I guarantee you're going to start to see, we could tax people based on their whiteness. We could tax people based on their gender. We have recompense. We need compensation. So have a plan B outside the United States and buy some property. And that's my next step. I got to go and look, okay, do I want to go to New Zealand? Do I want to go to Thailand? Do I want to go to Mexico? I don't even think you can own property in Mexico. There's ways around it. There's all this other stuff. That'd be, what's his name? Nomad Capitalist. That'd be the guy to go talk to and do your research there. But that's the next step. So I would say while you're making this money, make it while you can, invest it wisely, so that all of a sudden, if your little land surveying company went away, would you be able to continue to make money? So anyway, that's all we got. Hope that helps out. Best of luck to you. Tools.